What's going on, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about some Govee LED light strips, specifically the ones behind me on the wall here. Pretty awesome stuff. Spoiler alert, I already did the unboxing off camera, so my bad for that. However, I am going to show you what was in the box. I'm also going to show you how I installed it on the wall and go through every single scene preset within Govee's app. Before we get started though, go down there and hit that subscribe button. It really does help the channel out. Also, you might want to buckle your seatbelts because it's going to be a long video. Let's get into it. So firstly, here is the box. It's the Govee Strip Light 2 Pro. As you can see, I got the 32.8 foot version, or 10 meter. They do make a shorter one, but I needed a longer length to get both of my shelves. It does work with Matter, Alexa, and Google Home if you use any of those. I personally use an iPhone, so I downloaded the Govee app, and that's what we'll be using for this video. Go ahead and take the lid off here. And the first thing that you're greeted with is a reel. Now, this box came with two reels, both having 16.4 feet, I think, something like that. So you take the reel out, and all you do is you pull up on a tab, and it starts pulling the lights out. Simple as that. Now, this tab right here, if I can get it undone, when you pull up on it, you'll start pulling back on this wax. The wax reveals the adhesive that's on the back of the strips themselves, so it is pretty sticky stuff. The box does also come with little plastic mounting pieces. I'll show you that later on when we show it on the wall. And it has a screw hole within it too, and it does have screws included in the box. So you can screw them up or into whatever you're trying to mount the lights to, just in case your adhesive sticky stuff here does not adhere correctly. Now on the lights right here, as you can see, there's plenty of little diodes. I guess you call them diodes, I'm not sure, but LED pieces. And if you pull back some more, you will see a scissor mark. If I can get the camera to focus, there we go. So when you go to cut it, you'll cut it right on that scissor line, and as long as you've got it right there, the rest of the strip will work, so you don't have to worry about ruining the whole kit. Let's go ahead and take these reels out of here and see what else was supposed to have came in the box. So you'll have a foam piece between this reel and the next below it. Obviously, I've already trashed the other reel because yours truly here didn't unbox it correctly. Let's go ahead and get this piece out. You'll have this box right here, and inside this box is going to house all the cords, power brick, all that stuff, which obviously I have already taken out. So unboxing video fell right off the bat. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and show you how I got it all set up in the room. All right, so let's say you're someone like me and you have 3 shelves, or maybe you have 3 different areas, or a couple different areas anyway, that you want your lights to be at, different layers, different levels, but you don't know how to get your lights to go from one spot to another without having a long strand of light that's just blaring out at you. Well, that's what we're going to show you here and exactly how I did mine. Your setup will be different because not most people have a blacked out room like I do, but I'm sure there are different color variations and ways that you can get this done. Fair warning ahead of time, I do not have a gimbal for this camera yet, so I apologize for the shaky bit of the next portion you're going to see. So just bear with me, we'll push right through it, and then we'll get back to the desk and I'll show you how everything works. Oh lordy, if only your dude here wasn't such a tightwad and would just get the daggone gimbal already, we'd be set. Either way, we have our cord. Now, I did take my cord and I wrapped it entirely in a black electric tape. I hid the cord up under the rug I bought. Yes, it's a rug because I don't like this nasty carpet showing my camera. But I hid it up under the rug, tucked it up under there, and of course I put the power brick above it, and I wrapped the power brick as well in the electric tape. Now here on the side, I took the cord and like I said before, I wrapped my entire room in this black cloth that I got from Joann's Fabric. You can see the entire room here is completely wrapped in black, except for the floor. But I just tucked it behind that, and I used some tack nails. Everyone's going to have their own method. This is just mine, and it works. But I used tack nails to hold the carpet, or the cloth here into place. So all the cording is behind this, not the light yet, but just the cord. And I have it coming out onto my first shelf. Now this shelf, I didn't want any lighting underneath of it, simply because we do get a lot of dust in here and hair. And the last thing I want to do is show off all the nastiness from the pet hair that we get, at least until I can get a filter like we have in the kitchen. Can't wait to get that for this room because that will take the dust levels way down. This right here is the control unit that you get with the system. It's going to be easier for me to show you the control unit on the desk, so let's go over here and show you this one. This is the same control unit, and this one actually operates the Govee hexagon lights that I made a video on previously. You've got your power button, you've got your mode or cycle button, and then you have your brightness button. Now, obviously over here, I didn't bother wrapping that in black because you're not going to see it anyway. Most people stand more than 1.5 feet tall. So there's that. Now, I did take and ran this line. Again, I just kind of, it's stuck up there with the adhesive that comes with it. So all you do is just peel the wax off of it, press it up against whatever you have, and then it will stick right there. This is a painted wood that we used, and it's sticking right to that paint. Now over here, we have our line going back into the cloth again and wrapped up nice and tightly up into our first shelf. This shelf right here is where I have the connector for the first bit of light strips going. As you can see there, it's connected right into it, and I have my light strip adhered to the bottom of the wood. I used an extra piece of wood right here to keep the light from shining out so that you don't just see lights obviously being there, and they are going to be shining downward instead. These pieces right here are also supposed to be white. I painted them in the garage to make them black and blend in with everything else. Not that I really needed to because they're under the shelf, but just in case, I did it anyway. It also comes with little holes there, or almost holes, that the screws that came with it, you can put it up in and drill them into place in case yours does not stick to whatever surface you have. So there are ways to get that done. Now this right here is the entire light strip. I have it coming all the way across the shelf, the first shelf, running all the way through. I had to bend it up in the edge because this is not a very bendable strip. Sorry, I'm shaking a little bit here. I did have to bend it out some, but it still works, and it's still pretty well hidden. And I used those mounting pieces as well right here just because I had to bend it out, which I don't want it to peel off. If I can point, I'm sorry. I don't want it to bend off over time and peel off from the adhesion. So I went ahead and put 2 pieces there, ran it all the way over, as you can see right here, and back to the cloth. Now, as you notice right here, I used black electric tape. And again, I ran it up behind this cloth. As you can see right here, this right here is the actual LED strip. I first of all covered it with black electric tape because it was shining through the cloth. And then after covering it with black electric tape, I just put the cloth back over it. And that is how that is done. Now you can probably, if I had to guess, take, I think they have white electric tape, I might be wrong, but you can take white or any colored tape that you have really and do this. So if you don't want to wrap your room in some cloth, then you can still take a tape to something that color matches your room, and just make sure you have a thick enough layer of tape on it to keep it from shining through, and there you go. Up here, as you can see, I've got it coming back out to the shelf, and voila, we have the continuous strip. And that is how I've done this entire RGB strip. Sorry, I'm tripping over the piano that's right here next to me. Over here, and then I cut it right here at the end. So now when we go to turn the whole system on, let's press the power on and I'll show you what it looks like. Up under here, I'll press it on and boom, voila, we have lights on the whole bit. Pretty cool look if you ask me. I do wish I had a way to get the top as well. Again, I'm not too worried about the floor, but it would have been nice to have somewhere at the top, but without mounting some piece of wood up there and then having the lights down, I just don't know how I would have made that look any kind of decent. So I think this right here works out good enough for me, and based on how I have my camera angle, I can shrink everything down to focus on just this background. All right, so now that we've seen how everything's hooked up on the wall, let's go ahead and get into the Govee app, show you how to pair it up, what all you have to do, and then go in through the scenes that are within Govee's app. So the first thing we are going to do is open Govee's Home icon, which is right here. I've already downloaded it. So Govee Home. All right, and then it's going to show me the actual home page to it. Currently I have the desk light bars and my Glide Hexa Ultra lights. Sorry, my voice is a little crackling. Been going at this for a while doing retakes, so my voice is kind of going out. Anyway, so what we're going to do is press this plus icon. Now, when you first go into this app, I can't remember exactly how this looks without anything paired up to it, but you should be able to navigate to the home part anyhow. But once you're at the home part, click on the plus icon, and then you should see your new lights right there at the top. On here, it's called H61F6_1330. So I'm going to go ahead and click the add button. And this is going to add the lights. It says device is pairing. Please short press the on off button. So I'm going to go over here and short press the button. Okay. And it says device name is strip light. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off, and I'm going to call it background LED strip. Click done. Now, for some odd reason, I cannot get this to pair with my Wi-Fi. I don't know if I've done something wrong before or what's going on. So I just skipped this part. It says skipping or exiting Wi-Fi configuration will disable other functions. Are you sure you want to exit? Yes, confirm. That's just personally what I've done. You have the power button up here, which if you power that, it just turns the lights on and off. Power it back on, they're back on. You've got color, scene, illumination, and I try to get the camera to focus in as much as possible, but is what it is. So if you're following along, then you can see the same thing. But color, scene, illumination, music, share space, DIY for do-it-yourself, finger sketch, AI, and more. If you click on more, you're going to see operating functions for timer, snapshot, autoplay, and go create. Then you'll have fun lighting. You've got effects lab, workshop, color chest, random color, light up your life. So different cool little things that you can mess around with. For the sake of this video and for the length of it, plus I haven't dove into every setting within this app, we are just going to go to scene because there's a lot of different scenes in here to mess with. At the top here, you've got a row. It says natural, sky, festival, party, life, emotion, universe, Luma blend colors, light, and Dallas Mavericks. Each one of those is a tab. So you click on a tab for natural, and it brings up all of the lighting effects within natural. So unfortunately, there's no good way for me to do this without me being in the way, but I'm doing this in such a way that you'll see what it looks like behind you if you're using for a backdrop for your own setup. And if not, then it's not blurred that bad, so you should be able to see it. But let's go ahead and go through these. I'm going to try to go through them as fast as I can. Some of them you might have to wait a moment and let it show its waviness or whatever it does. So first tab is natural. We're going to click on forest. And there's your forest lighting. And it does have a subtle back and forth to it. And a lot of them do have a subtle or a very noticeable wave or back and forth or transitioning effect to them. So let's go ahead and click on Firefly. And there's Firefly. Let's click on Mountain Forest. Gives a little extra yellowish to it. River. So that's river, more of a blue with a flow to it. Interesting. Grassland. It's kind of pretty. Let's go with flower field. Sorry, I need to move this mic a little bit so that I can actually see. There we go. I was never mind. It was blocking me from seeing the screen very well. Desert. I like flower field. It's got pretty colors. Here's desert. Now, I really like desert, and I don't know if it's just my setup or if it would look this way in general, but with my black panels, and they're flat black with a very, very mild texture to them, it looks nice. It makes it look like it has a bronze color, and I really like that effect, so pretty cool stuff. Aurora. Bluish green. And we have rustling leaves. And I have to keep on looking down at my screen down here as well to instead of twisting my head like crazy, you know what I mean? Cornfield. It's cool. Bonfire. Yeah, it has a very subtle wave to it. Fire. Then we have Deep Sea. Karst Cave. I like Karst Cave. I think it looks pretty cool. Glacier. Glacier. I do like Glacier. It's got some nice colors to it. Ripple. Kind of cool. Not sure I would use that as a backdrop for my videos, per se. I don't want the background to take away from what's going on in my main frame. But cool otherwise. Wave. It's got a subtle wave to it. Spring. Spring's kind of pretty. Summer. And I think that one, it's got a very subtle shift going this way. I know my chair is kind of blocking it, but as you can see, it's got a subtle shift going towards my wall over there. Yeah. But that's summer. Fall. All right. Again with the bronze colors. I'm digging those bronze colors. I'm liking that. I'm not usually one to like the color of lighter colors, but I do like that one. Winter. That's more like glacier in my eyes. Rainbow. I guess we got the color of the rainbows. Cool. Snowflake. It's a snowflake. It is a white snowflake. Sure. I guess my panels look like snowflakes. No? Okay. Oasis. Cool. Seaside. So Seaside has more of it's got like a beach looking effect to it, and it's kind of going back and forth, the waves going back. Some of these aren't really designed for an upper and lower shelf. It looks like this one is more designed to have the water on one end and the beach on the other end, and then when the water washes up back and forth. So if you have a long strand, for instance, perhaps you got it wrapped around your room or something like that, along walls, it would be fine. Sorry, I got a nose itch. It would be fine for a stacked two shelf thing, right? Like I have, probably not the best. So I think any of these that we see that do a little bit of shift on the bottom, but not really much on the top, or vice versa, those are probably more meant for a longer wall styled setup. Gobi Desert. That one's kind of neat. Not sure if I like the flicker of the lights or not, but Lake. It's cool. Sorry, my computer went to sleep in it. Mess with me. Cherry Blossoms. Man, my voice really is going out. This is horrible. Having a hard time getting it out there. Yeah, it's a pretty color if you like the... I don't know about that shade of purple. I do love purple. It's one of my favorite colors, but I think that one's got definitely more of a feminine feel to it. Tree Shadow. And there's Tree Shadow. All right, we're going to go back to the top, and we're going to click on Sky. Sky is the next tab. And here's Sunrise. Oh, yeah. So some of these are super, super, super low. So turn my light off in the background. You still can't see it. It is on. It's just very, very dim because it's a sunrise. Sorry about that. I had to get a monster here. Anyway, where were we? Sunset. There's Sunset. It's got a nice glow to it. Morning. See how much that cleared my voice up already. Still kind of rough, but better than it was. Morning's kind of nice. And I like how both shelves have the same transition to it. That's pretty nice. Afternoon. Night. I really like night. That's like probably my favorite one so far. Sunshine. Sky. Hey, Sky in the Sky tab. Who would have thunk it? Sunny. That's sunny. That one doesn't really transition much, but you can see over there. I guess it's a little sunny. I don't know. That's a weird one. And I have noted, and by the way, you can change and adjust them up here too. You can take the, so if we want to go to, I don't know, night, for instance, and we want to speed up how fast it transitions, then you can do that. Now you can see it really going much faster now. If we go really, cancel. If you want to go real fast, then you can go real fast with it. I'm not a big fan of that. I do like the slow pace of that way more than usual, so. But anyway, I think we were on sunny before. So that was the sunny one. I'm not sure if it transitions. Let's set it on fast and see if it... Okay, it transitions a little bit, but not a whole lot. We're going to go back on, I guess, slow. The G for Govee is still on slow as well, so I don't know if that's what Govee recommends or what, but we're gonna stick with the recommendations. Breeze. Yeah, okay, so that is because it switched to the middle on that one. So if we go to fast, the G is still on this. So yeah, it does have the recommended ones for it. But this is Breeze, which is kind of nice and subtle. It's not too super flashy. It just kind of gives you a nice atmosphere there. Downpour. I kind of like Downpour. It would make for a good game, you know what I mean? Twilight. Not gonna lie, for Twilight, I would have expected a purple, green, blue sort of, I don't know, flash around. This, I don't know, this doesn't really make sense to me Twilight-wise. Moonlight. Okay. Drizzle. So, not all of them support that speed, by the way. Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm supports it. It's got the lightning in the background. That's kind of neat. Cloudy. It's cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Anybody? Everybody, not anybody. I don't know. I'm stupid sometimes. All right, let's go to Festival. That is our next tab. And we have Easter to start off with. I was going to read them all off. That's why I was Easter, and I was going to be like, New Year, whatever. So there's Easter. Carnival. You all probably hate my head being in the way, but oh well. I can do that. But I feel like if I'm not like talking and interacting at the same time as showing these off, then the video probably just gets boring. So I don't know. Just my thoughts. Mother's Day. That's Mother's Day. Father's Day. Halloween. Father's Day is kind of boring. Halloween's kind of okay. Christmas. It's a happy, happy season. I'm singing that totally wrong. New Year's. Cool. Valentine's Day. Ooh la la. All right. St. Patty's Day. St. Patrick's Day. April Fool's Day. Who would have ever thought that they would have had an April Fool's Day in this? But I mean, it's kind of cool. It's more like a confetti day or something. I don't know. Tree planting day. Can someone tell me why there's a scene called Tree Planting Day? I don't know. And by the way, earlier I said I wasn't sure how it connected, like Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. It literally says it up here, Bluetooth connected. So we are using Bluetooth. Labor Day. Thanksgiving. Roast the turkeys. You slow the speed down on that one, it might be all right. Maybe not. The transition's a little odd on the speed. So that's all the festival ones. Let's go to party. Let's see here. We got dance party. Neat. Christmas tree. Doesn't look very Christmas tree to me, but I don't know. Christmas gift. I mean, that looks more like the Christmas tree-ish than the gift, but whichever. Sled. Why are those under party? Shouldn't they be under holiday or something? I don't know. Weird. But that's sled. Candlelight. I feel like it has a light flicker to it, but not nearly as much as I would expect for candlelight. So, I don't know. Birthday. Cool. Fireworks. Boom. No. Okay. Party. Party within party. That's all right, I guess. Life. We're in the life tab. We have white light. Hey, and imagine that. It's a white light. Funny thing is, that's all I was going to do originally. When I first set up the shelving and stuff, all I was going to put up there was just a white LED light just to illuminate the background. And I'm so glad that I went with this strip, because having all these options, especially for like because I do a gaming channel as well. I haven't really done the game channel nearly as much lately. My brother's been taking it over. But we have a game channel called Kanotic Odyssey. At the @ symbol, the letter K, Odyssey. Type that in, it'll take you right to it. Or you can go to the link below. But either way, different games that we play, like I've played Silent Hill, he's played We Happy Few, playing Hogwarts, stuff like that. We can have different lighting effects to go along with whichever we're playing. So I'm kind of glad I went with this. It's a different and better option. Illumination. Plus there's a ton of LEDs on this per inch, or however, I guess, versus other brands. Sleep. Nice and subtle. I don't know if I need to have my light off for some of these or not. I feel like, I don't know, maybe. Seeing that, I don't think so. If I turn the light on, I don't know. I don't think it makes much difference, to be honest. Work. Is sleep and work the same thing? There's sleep. Work. So what? White light and work are the same. Interesting. Reading. Fair enough. Is that the same illumination? It's a little bit more dim than illumination. Meditation. Okay. Siren. Now, I last time did record part of this. I was more just kind of sitting here flipping through it and not talking much. It gave me a warning pop-up for epilepsy when I did the siren. So do keep that in mind. If you run this and you run siren, it does have a chance to cause a seizure. So just a heads up. It didn't do it this time for whatever reason. Leisure. Okay. And Dreamland. Dreamland's kind of nice if you're playing, I don't know, Mario up in the clouds or something. I don't know. Gradient. I guess, does it change? I don't know. Sleep again. So there's two different sleeps. We got one down here, and then we have one up here. So it's got a much dimmer yellow to it, and this one's a much brighter blue. Fight. Fight, 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 fight. It's all right. Days. Okay. Movie. All right. Sports. I kind of like that one. It's different. Street dance. When I think street dance, I think like Stomp the Yard. This doesn't look very poppity street dancey Stomp the Yardy to me. Game. Yeah, I mean, if you're like 5 years old playing a game, maybe. Not my thing, though. Go to the emotion tab. In emotion, we have quiet. Quiet lighting, I guess. I don't know. We have heartbeat. And it has a subtle beating to it. That's actually not bad. It's kind of all right. I don't know why this side only right now is the one doing a beat. That doesn't make sense to me. Rush. Yeah, it looks rushed. Light. Just called light. Cool. Happy. A voice went out to the point I couldn't even say the first part of happy. Let's try that again. Happy. That would have been way less awkward if I could have hit it at the same time I smiled. Energetic. Okay. Warm. Soothing. Romantic. Meditation. There has been a meditation before. I feel like there was another romantic one too. I'm not sure. Mild. That is mild. Let's go to tension. It's very tense, I guess. I don't know. Unspoken love. I love how all these, like, the romantics. It's either like a how do I say it? An emotional red or an emotional purple with the love stuff. Crazy. That's most definitely crazy. Fascination. Cheerful. Release. I'm not entirely sure what release stands for here, but according to this, it's a person with some music notes. Excited. I guess that's not really exciting. Enthusiastic. Fright. There's a lot of lighting, like bright lighting for a fright emotion, but sweet. That is sweet. Let's go ahead and go to the universe tab. Told you this is gonna be a long video. We have universe. Cool. Meteor. Milky Way. Do they all just go back and forth like that? Starry sky. That's kind of nice. Mars. Just in case you were wondering what Mars looked like. Venus. Planet Earth. It's just called Earth. Jupiter. Mercury. Keep on. I'm just watching to see if it goes back and forth or not. Saturn. Uranus. Is it Uranus still, or is it Uranus, or how do people want to pronounce that these days? It is a planet nonetheless. When I was growing up, it was called Uranus. Yeah. Neptune. Is there a lot of difference between Uranus and Neptune? There is a little bit of difference between Uranus and Neptune. Okay, next one. Lumen blend colors. Trying to pronounce some of these is not my best suit, but I'll try anyway. Mondrian, Mondrians. Mondrian's colors. Then we have Memphis style. And then macaron colors. I guess that's how you say that. And we have Dunhuang. I think the H is pronounced with a W. Dunhuang. Dunhuang colors. We'll say that. I'm pretty sure that's Chinese. I could be wrong. I'm sure I will be corrected in the comments below. If not, correct me in the comments below because I don't know. Rococo style. Morandi colors. Martisa's colors. That's kind of nice. Yukio E colors. I guess. Maillard style. Are these like major brands out there and their colors too? I don't know. Or is it Lumen Blend? Maybe that's I don't know. Mucha or Muka or however you say that style. Water lilies. Sunrise at sea. Meadow breeze. Haystack. I'm not like, it's not like popping at me. A lot of these are, so I don't know. That's why I'm not like ooh and ah. Riverside. Ooh. I guess. Okay. See what I mean? It's kind of why I restarted it earlier. I guess I got to this point and did the same thing. I don't know. Spring tour. I mean, that at least has a little bit of a flow to it. Starry Night again. I don't know if it's the same one or not. Most definitely is not. Sunflower. Okay, that has a little bit of life to it. Green wheat field. Mountains. And a maiden. Maiden's kind of subtle. All right, now we are into the light tab. We have light and Dallas Mavericks left. So for light, we're starting with Moonlit Night. Then we have herbal. Or should I say herbal? I don't know. All right. Dusk. Berry. All right. Tenderness. I can kind of see that. I kind of like that one. Just a little bit. Clear sky. Blessing. Refreshing. I don't feel very refreshed. Beach. There's no sand on the beach. I don't see. I mean, I guess if you're underwater, it's not bad though. It gives a nice little transition from here to here and then back to here and then there again. Blue, dark, blue, dark. I know that's the lighting. Whatever. Never mind. I don't know where I was trying to go with that comment. There's passion. Passion's quite lovely. Radiance. Peach. That don't look very peach. Blue. That looks more green than blue, but blue. Gleam. And care. All right. Now we are on the last tab for Dallas Mavericks. MFFL. It's got a subtle transition in it. And then, well, Mavericks. I guess if you're a sports, I guess that's a sports thing. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. So that's all of those. Let's go back to sky and go to night, because I think night was one of my favorite ones. So there's all that. If you're trying to do, you can do it with music as well, by the way. So if I go to music here and then do, I don't know, energetic. Hello. Hey there. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Hello. 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 Woo. It's very, very sensitive, that's for sure. We can turn the sensitivity down. Let's try that. Try the way down. Way down. Way down. Try the sensitivity down. All right. Oh, it's still too far up. How far down we gotta go? That's still down. I don't know where it's getting me from. It's like way up there. Okay. Anyway, you get the point. There is that. If we go just to color and choose a color, we got white. So yeah, you can go through the color wheel and choose anything you want, and it will go straight to that color. So that's pretty neat. All right, I'm done messing with that part. Like I said, if I keep on going with this, it's going to take a long time to get it all done, and I would rather know more about it than trying to scrap a video together, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I think that is going to be it for this video, because if not, it's going to be super long. And we don't want a super long video. Shut up, Austin. Okay, if y'all liked it, please do me a favor. Go down there and hit that like button. Helps get the video out there on the algorithm. Do me a huge favor. Do us all a huge favor. Sub to the channel, because the more subscribers a channel actually has, believe it or not, more people are likely to click on that person's video, because it means they're good. And I'm getting views on my videos. Just the subs need to click that button. Without further ado, I'm going to hop off here, though. I hope y'all did enjoy it. I really like those lights. I think they go great with the room. It's a great compliment to the wall. And I love the way that they hit those 3D panels on the back as well. The way they hit the corners and the shadow effects is just really cool. It's I'm very happy with that purchase. Again, they are called Govee Strip Light 2 Pro is the name. Go get yourself some. I'll put a link in the bio down below. With that said, you all take care. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.